I think it's pretty amazing that these two grew up in Kentucky, moved across the country, only to swipe right on a dating app to find each other. When Kathryn told me about James and she had met this Kentucky boy, I heard something in her voice I hadn't heard before, and I was like, all right, I think this might be the one. And she just talked about how effortless it was to be around James and how comfortable he made her feel. You know a guy makes a girl feel comfortable when she can show up on their second date after a long day of work in her nursing scrubs.
One night in LA back in 2017, James and I went to dinner, we're catching up, watching a game. And I had just met my lovely fiance, and he was asking me about her and was genuinely excited and happy for me. And I asked him if he had met anyone recently, and his face just lit up. Started talking about this girl who somehow, of all the millions of people in Los Angeles, happened to also be from Lexington, Kentucky. Singing her praises about how pretty she was, how funny she was. And he couldn't wait to introduce me to her, and I couldn't wait to meet her. And then when I got to meet her, everything he said was true and much, much more. Her kind spirit just beams from her. Her smile's infectious. And then I just saw this incredible joy overcome James, and it was amazing to see. The two of you are such an amazing couple together, and it's an honor to have been able to stand up there with you today. The love you have for each other is so apparent. It radiates from you guys and brings life to those around you.
Kathryn, I'm so proud to call you my sister. And I'm so proud for you for accomplishing all your dreams. Becoming a nurse, moving across the country to California, and now meeting your perfect match. James, thank you for loving my sister, and just for being a downright good human being.
When I talk about, or when anybody talks about true love or the infatuation between you two and Coop, it's incredibly evident. And I don't have a sappy quote that defines true love or what I see between you two. So I'll end with a Supreme Court Justice's quote when asked to define pornography. He says, "I know it when I see it, and I'm looking at it, and I love you both."
Welcome to all of you who have come to share in this important moment in the lives of James and Kathryn. Thank you to Kathryn's father, stepmother, and mother for putting together this wonderful day, and to both family and friends for traveling near and far to be here today. The gift of marriage is miraculous, and by your presence, you witness and affirm the truth of their love and commitment to each other.
Kathryn, I cannot believe I'm standing in front of you today. The beauty that you radiate through your smile, the elegance and grace in which you carry yourself, and the way in which you treat others stops me in my tracks every day. You're a truly beautiful person, and somehow I have found you. And despite my translucent skin, devoid of any trace of athletic ability in my body, my nerdy obsession with World War II documentaries, and my profound penchant for mumbling, I have convinced you to spend the rest of your life with me.
James, no words will ever be able to describe all the reasons why I love you, but I'm going to try and do my absolute best. I've always been a big believer in fate and destiny, and I believe our story is a true testament to this. We both grew up in Lexington, we've attended the same middle and high school, and even hung out with the exact same group of friends, but somehow, it took us traveling 2,000 miles across the country to finally cross paths. I believe this is true destiny. When we met that afternoon in Ashland Hill, I was so nervous. I kept saying to Mallory, "Turn the car around, we cannot go, this is so weird, I know this guy, what if this goes terribly, turn the car around." She kept saying over and over again, "We are going to meet your husband, just relax." I am so thankful she was so sure of this, even though I kept telling her, "You have got to stop saying this," because we hadn't even met you yet. Wow, am I so thankful she knew to turn that car around to come meet you that day. I was still so unsure of where I'd settle down or where my life might even take me. But suddenly that night, all of that changed. I was finally sure of something, and that was